This video was brought to you by Elbilmek, ABRP, Stormberg, Kempower and Bilkomponenter. Okay, now we're going to do the, I don't know what it's called in English. In Norwegian it's called vippehanger. Okay.
So, warmly welcome to the world of G580, the pure electric SUV from Mercedes. We're now using it on the in Sweden and Norway very famous ramp called Vippen. And the name came from you're vipping over, going from upwards to downwards. So that's where the name came from. I've been doing this for about 7,500 tests now. So hopefully I can manage once more, we'll see. What happens is that we prepare the car by setting it up in off-road mode for sure, and then we activate the rock mode, which you can see on the dashboard here. The rock mode is activated. Also, when I put in the drive mode, I have the minus sign after, which means I have maximum help from the car going downwards electrically. So the car helps me braking. I will tell you about it when we are at that point in the demonstration. Now we don't have an ESP system, so nothing like that. We just continue on trying to have as much help from the car and its electricity as possible doing this. We are using 35 degrees more or less uphill and downhill, and you will see it. That means it's 2/3 of the capacity of the car, little bit more than 2/3 of the car capacity. Now I'm only braking. The car is so powerful, so I don't need to use the accelerator. I just managed to have the correct speed uphill because using the brakes. When going from uphill we go to downhill, it means now it's like being in a slalom slope on the skis, and then it's not the red slope. We're using this black slope at the moment. That's why we have such a steep position in the car now. So we went from 72 degrees to 68% downhill now. I'm pressing the brake at the moment, and the car waiting for the car to help us down here, and I just release now, and the car takes us down in approximately 5 km an hour, which is very low and very usable when we are in such a steep hill. And then we go from uphill and then downhill, and we just maneuver the car a bit using for sure the screen here and the mirror system, which is all around the car, helping us from preventing to hit something. And now I want to demonstrate the G580 on the sideways, which means we are stressing the 4x4 system and the electric engines as much as we can, and there is a risk for having diagonal spin, but for sure it's so quick when moving the power in the car. Now at this point I need to break it down. That's why we call it rock mode.
Excuse me, can you change the camera?
For sure, sorry. So now we have the dashboard set up, telling us that we can easily see how steep sideways we're with the car, and now we are close to what the car can take. 1% left, which means I'm on the maximum now, and now we are at 0%. Now we go down a bit, and what happens now is that we clearly will have the front wheel right tire in the air, but you will feel nothing in the car. And if you take a look at the mirror over there, you can see the rear right tire just disappearing into the body, because it has such a good length both in and out of the suspension, which is one of the really good USPs with the car when it comes to driving in the terrain. Everything acting very smoothly, as you can feel. It's very soft in its behavior. It's very easy to handle in these kind of maneuvers being done over the Vippen ramp.
For at vi har jo litt tid nå, vet du.
Ja, jeg har fått masse bilder her, så...
Ja. You are ready when you are.